Hello, I am Aerial Flight Advisory, and I lied. I am playing as the Automatons, not the Harmony. But I'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit. Basically, it narrows down to two things. One is that winning with the Harmony is mostly luck. That's the thing I'll go into more detail with. The other thing is that this patch, which happened since the last time I recorded this, called Chronicles of the Lost, added, among other things, new hero portraits, which you can't really show off when you're playing as the Harmony because they can't use heroes. So we're going to start with this as a text: industry sites and dust. Food is useless until I get to tier 2s, and which tier 2 I choose depends on what I see in the area. I prefer tundra, so I'm hoping to have more of those. Before we click next turn, get the ship set up, engine on the colony ship. And here's how I found I like setting up my starting ships. 9 long-range kinetics and then 3 deflectors. They can hold off quite a bit, especially once you start upgrading them with that similar setup. So I am playing on a ring map. It is still endless difficulty here. Just trying a different map type for a change. Mostly arid planets. I am not happy with that. Let's see. How about here? Okay, here's a tundra. Overall, not too interesting of a system though. Oh, get some science. That's over here. There's 2 planets. Oh, this is nice. I'm going to go for the Terran planet because it's got 2 blue cap mold, which is going to give me a much needed approval boost throughout the entire empire. Especially when you start with this as the Automatons. Negative 30 approval, not so good. But that +3 food, once you remove the unhappiness part, is great. Speaking of great, this guy, I'm going to assign him to the new system actually, because it's going to be a little bit bigger, at least grow a little bit more quickly than Nihal does, and it's going to be a cap for me, so I want to make sure it grows really quickly. Which direction I expand to will depend on a couple factors. It's going to depend on mostly whether I get there first, which AI is a neighbor, and if they've already started to expand in there, and of course if there's any good systems. Let's have a look around here. So there's tundra, arid, more arid. Very nice Terran planet. That's going to be the next place I go. Neither. Arid. I still prefer tundra, so I'm going to do that next, just for the industry. Because one of the things I'm going to want to do is get a bunch of colony ships and defensive fleets up ASAP. The defensive fleets are going to have a big important factor too, because later on the automatons will unlock a building where you get a percentage boost per ship in orbit around your system, which can be a pretty big deal. The Harmony actually gets something similar, except it's a flat rate that they get right off the bat. It's per ship up to the command point cap on the Empire. It's something like +2 per ship, while this one is +1% per ship, which can add up very, very nicely. Speaking of very nicely, this system is growing nicely, so gonna get another workshop going in there. I am doing very well with the text. I must have gotten a science thing I didn't notice it off the bat. Speaking of science, that's what I just nabbed with the hero, is an extra +15 per turn. My goal is ideally applied Casimir effect by turn 25. Turn 30 will work, but turn 25 is preferable. And I'm definitely going to get that, so that is good. Very good. The idea being I can explore the other two sections and get the other exploration events more quickly. Ideally also with the colonization, which is another thing added in the Chronicles of the Lost patch, is that there's little colonization events. They don't always occur, but some of them are very nice and will give you permanent boosts towards the planet. As well as boosts that make colonizing a brand new system very, very nice. So we'll see some of those later on. I'm gonna want to build a scout, probably in this system then. Or even buy the scout. I can do one of these guys. Already got the science going. I'm gonna prefer the agriculture or administrator kind of hero actually. Because I'm going to want a lot of industry. The automatons roll around in industry. This is not the best time to talk about it. It's more of a after early game sort of thing. But you will see it. I'll definitely show that off and use it to as much of its full potential as I can. I'm sure somebody's done the math and has found out the most profitable way to use it. I have not done the math. I'm not really a math kind of person. Oh, and I just noticed this Garden of Eden planet has 2 hydromeal. That's huge. This is going to grow extremely quickly. It's mostly going to be a science system I can see though, with those planets. Oh, and here's one of the colonization events I was talking about. And yeah, that's a permanent boost. +1 per population on planet Lysol and doesn't mention turns, so I get to keep that. That's awesome. Let's go here, get the blue cat mold. I have 3 of those, so I could probably get a 4th. Yeah, there's a 4th. On an arid planet. Okay. Okay, I can definitely get that. Let's see. I think I'll take the dust hit for now just to improve the industry output. Aha! Let's see what I find. Well... Oh, somebody else is exploring over here. Gonna go to these systems over there first. Someone found Auriga. Might even be that system. We'll find out. Gonna do that, then the food, and then the diplomatic text. So I can try to get something in exchange for peace. Or simply bribe for peace too, that would work. Just as nicely. Scout. Oh, that's a very long wormhole. Jungle can work with that. Columba is kinda crap. Part of it is I want a good doormat in case I can't keep the segment. So I have a secondary choke point to hold back onto. Who'd I meet? Sophans. Oh, this is Sowers over here. No, this is a nice system. I can definitely work with that. Let's get some more colony ships. Colony ships, yay! What am I finding? Okay, lots of food, cheapest tech, that was the lasers, which I got before. Just gonna keep trying to explore more of these before the AI can. More hero stuff. More blue cat mold. I'll have enough to hit 20 though. Or 4, excuse me. They gave us a 20% bonus, that's why I said 20. Why'd I almost say bonus? That makes no sense. What is that accent? Can't speak today. But bonus. We're gonna go up here. These 2 systems are kinda nice. The Sophans are more likely to be more friendly than the Sowers. Which makes me think expanding towards the Sowers might make sense because we're going to get into scuffles anyway. Also, the systems over here are just generally better. Oh, yeah, finally met them. Sylphans, did I mention that they're generally friendly? They're generally pretty friendly. They also generally have weaker fleets, so... Oh yeah, this is Auriga. How about that? And they have a colony ship. Delay. Delay! Actually... it's mostly a crab system. Auriga tends to be in a crab system. Actually, they can go on ahead and colonize that. I don't care so much. Well, I do care, I'm just not gonna get into a fight with the AI over it. You're gonna sit there, keep an eye on that. Tekal, useful system. Okay, did you... Yes, good, you started exploring towards something else. Because if I can at least get some trade routes going for the early game, that would be good. Yeah, act as a cap for now. I'm not gonna bother sending him in. That's a colony ship. Die. Die, colony ship. It runs. Back. Good. I don't want to go too crazy with expanding anyway, because the automatons generally play better tall, especially because they get this. 33% bonus on vids minus percentage of already owned galaxy. So for instance right now, I only own 11%, so I get a 2% bonus to my vids. Colony ship is back. Gonna have a very leveled up scout at this rate. Heh. That's right, go away. Go away. I'm gonna be able to see a good chunk of the Sophan's lands here. I guess you would still call it lands even though it's in space. And I really have to start working on actual defensive fleets here. Gonna do that now. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna go for the full 6, 4, 5, 6 because... where's Tekal? Come on, you're gonna let him colonize that planet. I don't want him to colonize the planet. No. Go away. Gonna scare him away again. This is entirely just delaying tactics. Okay. That's where I'm trying to cap. 3 more turns for the markets. Ooh, I found their capital already. That's good. If I can at least get Imnos, I'll be happy. Because that's going to be a nice planet. That one, not so nice. Tekal, no, stop. No, it's gonna take it. I don't want it to. Oh, no. No, it's gonna turn green. No. No. Well, if I get Yabella and Imnos, I'll be happy enough. As well as level up my heroes so I can do this real quickly. Gonna get that because it's got kind of crap food. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. 4, 5, 6. Then I'll get the other planets in my little spot. Okay, so I almost have that. So I need to do that next to get the approval buildings. Nice jungle planet. Meaning it's gonna be a system that grows really quickly, but doesn't look like it's gonna be able to do a whole lot else. Ooh. That's the end of their little central area. Oh, hello, United Empire. How are you? They're usually kind of hostile. The human factions generally are on endless difficulty. But they're on the other side of the galaxy, so it should be okay.